So welcome to our Circle of Mamas. And today we'll be practicing being with the unknown. There's so much that is unknown right now, how long this pandemic will last, how long this covering of ash will last, covering the sunlight from our view. And so when there's the unknown variables, so many of them, we tend to look at the worst case scenario. In some ways, because it's preferable for our psyche to have the worst case scenario than it is for it to just sit in the unknown. So what we can do is practice being in the unknown, resting in the unknown, and broadening our capacity to be with the unknown, so that we don't have to keep looking at the worst case scenario and tricking ourselves into believing that's what's going to happen. We can develop this capacity to be with the unknown and just rest in it with grace and ease, surrendering into the moment as it's unfolding. So let's practice. To begin, we can just close the eyes or invite the awareness inward with the eyes slightly open. Either way, it could be closed or eyes cast downward slightly, inviting the awareness inward. And as we journey inward, see if you can practice bringing with you a spirit of care and kindness, a warm friendliness that you can shine inwardly on yourself like you're greeting some old friends as you dive inside. And as we journey inward into the internal majesty, the great mystery inside, we can just practice resting in spaciousness, which is in itself kind of an unknown. It's the great, wide open spaciousness inside with some curiosity and compassion. Being curious about what's going to arise inside of us as we rest our attention gently inwardly. And when something does arise, we can just practice greeting it with kindness and care and compassion. So just relaxing into the spacious unknown inside and being curious about what will unfold within us. And as something arises, we can just practice greeting it with these words that Ajahn Chah often taught his students in forest monasteries. We can say, this too I include. Including the experience that arises. And then relaxing into the spaciousness again. The vast potentiality within us. The great mystery of the unknown as it unfolds. Curiosity and care, just noticing what's emerging inside you right now. And just practice greeting that with, ah, this too I include. Noticing what's surfacing now. Gently turning towards that, whatever it is, as if to bow to it, like a gracious host, welcoming a dear friend. Ah, this too I include. And gently noticing what's there, surfacing for your attention and inclusion. Inclusion in your sphere of compassionate awareness. Gently bowing to that. Ah, this too I include. And then you can begin to invite the awareness back home, back to the breath, beginning to deepen the breath as we transition into deep 3-part breathing. Feeling free to bring the right hand to the belly and the left hand to the chest. And exhale fully. Inhale slowly, expanding the belly, the rib cage, the collarbones rise. And exhale, collarbones lower, chest lowers, belly deflates. Inhaling slowly, engaging Mula Bandha root lock, drawing the muscles of the perineum up and in. And then exhaling, slowly releasing, drawing the pelvic floor down, releasing the perineum. And continue at your own slow breathing pace. And see if you might begin to bring particular attention to the transition between the in-breath and the out-breath. Just being curious, when will it shift? Just being curious about that moment when it shifts from the out-breath to the in-breath, from the in-breath to the out-breath, without predetermining it, just staying curious about that unknown moment. Really letting the awareness rest in the transition in that liminal phase between the in-breath and the out-breath, between the out-breath and the in-breath. Good, and after the next long, slow exhalation, you can return the breath back to normal. Yeah. Feeling free to bring the hands together in front of the heart or palms on the heart. And as we journey through the yoga practice together today, we'll continue to explore resting in the unknown, expanding our capacity to surrender to the unknown with increasing grace and ease, instead of grasping onto the worst case scenario just so that we have something that feels more knowable, even though it's not. Even though grasping onto that worst case often generates tremendous anxiety for us. So cultivating our capacity to rest in the not knowing space, the vast potentiality, with increasing grace and ease. With this intention in mind and body and heart, we can gently bow the head, allowing the chin to surrender down towards the chest. And just take a moment to acknowledge and to celebrate that divine spark of life and light that rests deep, deep within you. And take a moment to acknowledge and to celebrate that divine spark of life and light that rests within each of your children. Yes, see that light within them and bow to it. And take a moment to acknowledge and to celebrate that divine spark of life and light that rests within all beings everywhere without exception. Good. And then you can gently release the arms down and bring the elbows forward and shrug the shoulders forward and up, lifting the head back up to center. And then we're going to swim the elbows and the shoulders back and down. So fan the elbows out to the sides, bring them forward, shoulders up. Inhale here. And exhale, roll the shoulders back and down, elbows come into the sides of the body. Inhale, fan the elbows out, bring them forward, shoulders up. And then exhale, shoulders back and down, elbows back and down. Good. And pause. And this time, as we move through, see if you can pay particular attention to that moment when the in-breath shifts into the out-breath, when the out-breath shifts into the in-breath. So same thing. Exhale fully. Notice the transition into the in-breath. Shoulders come forward and up, elbows forward and up. Notice the transition into the out-breath as we roll back and down. Notice the transition into the in-breath, forward and up. Notice that transition into the out-breath as we roll back and down. Good. One more time at your own pace, noticing the transitional moments. Good, great. Then you can bring the hands to the shoulders. We're going to inhale the elbows forward and up, and exhale the elbows back and down, making little circles with the elbows. Inhaling forward and up, exhaling back and down. And continue seeing if you can pay particular attention to the transition between the in-breath and the out-breath, between the out-breath and the in. Good. After the next full round, you can pause. Keeping the hands on the shoulders, we're going to rotate the torso towards the right, from the low back, mid back, upper back, looking past the right elbow. And we're going to gently come back to center and lift the hands up. Inhale here. Exhale, hands down to the shoulders as we rotate to the left from the low back, mid back, upper back, and then the head and neck. And then inhale, arms come up. Body comes back to center and continue exhaling to the right as the hands come down. Continuing at your own pace. Seeing if you can notice that liminal phase between the in-breath and the out-breath. Between the out-breath and the in-breath, just letting the awareness dance there. With some curiosity and wonder. Good, and after the next full round, you can release the arms down. And you can, sitting on the ground, you can bring the right hand onto the earth, out to the right. And then lifting the left arm up, you can lean to the right. And invite the left shoulder back and maybe even look up to the sky. Just take a few deep breaths, curious about what will unfold in the left hip and low back region. Just bringing some curiosity there. Take a nice deep breath into that space. And exhale fully and come to center and rotate both palms up. With some grace and ease in the hands as we open up to the unfolding of the now. And practicing surrendering to this moment as it unfolds with all of the great unknowns. Good, and then lower the left hand down, lifting the right arm up. Then lean to the left. You can bend the left elbow, drawing the left shoulder away from the head and neck, drawing it back and down. And some softness through the fingers. Rotate the right shoulder back and rotate the head up to the sky. Inviting lots of awareness in that right hip. Good. Take a nice deep breath in. Notice the shift from the in-breath to the out-breath as we gently come back to center, palms up. Opening the palms to this moment as it unfolds, to the unfolding of events. Heart full of wonder as we lower the right hand down, lifting the left arm up, bend the right elbow, drop the right shoulder, invite the left arm back, now more fluidly with the breath. Exhale here. Inhale, palms up, opening with grace and ease, and exhale, leaning to the side. Inhale, palms up, opening to this moment as it unfolds with grace and ease, and exhale, leaning to the side, and continue at your own very slow breathing pace, allowing the awareness to dance in the space between the in-breath and the out-breath, between the out-breath and the in-breath. Good. After the next full round, you can pause. eventually releasing the hands down. And then we'll place the hands onto the earth out in front, coming onto the hands and knees. Round the back, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone under, press the hands down and forward, opening the back body, getting to know it today with curiosity. How is the back today in this moment? And then lifting the head, neck, and chest, swinging the buttocks up, pressing the hands down and towards the knees. Inhale here, opening to this moment, unfolding. And exhale, bow down to the vast potentiality within us. Inhale, lifting head, neck, and chest, opening to this moment as it unfolds. And exhale, bowing down to the vast potential within. And continue at your own slow breathing pace, this very simple yet profoundly beneficial movement for the back and spine. Good. After the next full round, you can relax the buttocks towards the heels, forehead towards the earth. And just pause into extended child's pose for a few breaths. Just resting the belly and the heart into the warm skin of your own lap. Just allowing for this homecoming, just coming back home to yourself, feeling the compassionate presence within you. And the spirit of inclusion. The spirit of inclusion that compassionate presence brings with it. Good. Take a nice deep breath in and a long exhalation. And shift the weight into the hands, coming up to all fours, and melt the hips forward, lifting the head, neck, and chest, moving towards a gentle modified upward dog, or the full upward dog, maybe lifting the knees up if that's available to you this morning. If not, you can modify the pose with the knees down. Inhale here, and exhale, press back into child's pose, or curl the toes under and lift the hips up high for downward facing dog. And inhale, come forward and up towards upward dog, noticing the transitional moment between the in-breath and the out-breath as we exhale, transitioning to downward dog or child's pose, noticing the transition into the in-breath. Inhale, coming forward and up, noticing the transition into the out-breath, and exhale, pressing back. Then continue at your own slow breathing pace, allowing the awareness to dance in the transitional moments. Just bringing that moment, those series of moments into greater view, highlighting them with our awareness. Just being curious, what's happening there? What's happening there as the out-breath transitions into the in-breath? Where is that moment when that happens? Good. After the next full round, you can pause. Resting into child's pose, taking a few deep breaths. Good. Take a nice deep breath in. A long, slow exhalation. And then you can invite the arms alongside the legs if you're in child's pose, or walk the feet forward towards the hands if you're in downward dog. And then lift the body up to standing near the front of the mat. Good. Taking these courageous steps forward towards the front of the mat in honor of your health and wellness, for the benefit and good of your family and community. So just taking a moment to place the hands on the heart or together in front of the heart, and just offer yourself and your system some gratitude. Pardon. Some gratitude and appreciation for carving out the space and time to practice for the benefit and good of all of those around you, like a ripple effect. And from here, we can bring the arms forward or out to the sides and up and back. And take a few deep breaths, opening the arms wide to the unknown. The truth is, we don't know. None of us know how this will unfold. So just opening your heart, opening your arms. Good. Take a nice deep breath in to the unknown, and then exhale, bow down, bending the knees humbly as we bow down, tuning in to the vast potential and the capacity to greet the unknown with grace and ease, to survive the unknown, to make it through whatever is to come. And just celebrating your system and all of its resilience. You wouldn't be here practicing yoga with us together today if you hadn't faced hard things before and made it through. So really acknowledge and celebrate the resilience of your system and its adaptability. Bowing down to that resilience. Good. And from here, step the left foot far back, left knee raised or lowered, lifting the head, neck, and chest. Opening the heart up. Opening the heart up to greet this moment unfolding as it is. Just as it is right now. Greeting this moment just as it is right now, with a willingness for it to change and shift, because it will. Take a nice deep breath in, and exhale, right foot back, downward dog or plank pose. Bowing down to the resilience within you, the flexibility, the adaptability that you've shown throughout your life, through each of the challenges you've met. And also bow down to your children's resilience and their adaptability. How incredibly resilient they've been as they've transitioned to online learning. If any one of us had been asked if we thought our kids could learn online at their age and stage of life, I think we all would have said, hell no. Hell no. Not my kid. Right? So really bowing to their resilience. If we thought they'd be able to survive and be mentally healthy and well, doing their work, their careers from home without human contact with others. You know, they're just so adaptable. So just bowing down to that adaptability. And from here we'll come forward and up into cobra or upward dog, opening our hearts wide. Shoulders back and down, chest and heart rising, tucking the chin ever so slightly to lengthen through the neck. And just taking a few deep breaths, riding the waves of the breath. Feeling that transition between the in-breath and the out-breath, between the out-breath and the in-breath. You can even lift the hands on the in-breath slightly off the floor. Feel the dance and the transitional moment, and slowly exhaling, lowering the hands back down and pressing them down and back. Inhaling, lifting them, lifting the legs. Feeling that transitional moment as we slowly lower the hands back down, even bowing the head a little bit. And continue a few more rounds. Good, and after the next full round, you can pause. Press the hands down and lift the hips up high, downward facing dog. Bowing down to the great unknowns of the moment and sensing your resilience. Sensing the many resources you have within you to adapt to whatever will come. Feeling free to bend one knee and then the other knee. Honoring your resilience and adaptability. And then look between the hands and step the left foot forward between the hands, right knee raised or lowered, lifting the head, neck, and chest. I apologize. My throat's a little dry for probably understandable reasons. So thank you for bearing with me. Melting the hips forward, lifting the head, neck, and chest, opening the heart. And just opening the heart to this moment as it unfolds. Opening to this moment as it is right now, exactly as it is. Low ash cover, ash falling from the sky during a COVID pandemic. Wow, this is a lot that we're dealing with in this moment. So opening, this too I include as I open my heart to this moment. This too I include. This is what's here now. And we're making it through. So step the back foot forward to meet the front foot, bowing down to your resilience. To face the unknown, to face what's to come, whatever that may be. Trusting the mysterious unfolding of your own life. Good, and then extend the arms forward or out to the sides, lifting the arms up, arching back, opening the arms wide to the unknown, embracing the unknown, practicing that in an embodied way, embracing the unknown more fully. So many of us, because we grew up in less than optimal situations, we needed to project and be hypervigilant about what's happening and what might be coming, and analyze lots of different worst-case scenarios so we could predict what would be there, which helped us feel a little bit more in control of really suboptimal conditions. And we didn't necessarily get a chance to practice the art of surrendering into the unknown. So just feel that capacity to embrace the unknown, to surrender into the unknown, that it's okay to do that too. We don't have to take away the hypervigilance or the planning, but we can have moments of embracing the unknown. Take a nice deep breath in, lifting the heart up and back, and exhale, palms to the heart. And with the breath, exhale fully. Inhale the arms forward, up and back, opening to the unknown. And exhale, bow down, tuning in, bowing to your resilience. Inhale, right foot back, lift head, neck, and chest, opening to the unknown. Exhale, left foot back, downward dog, or plank, or all fours. Inhale, come forward and up into cobra or upward dog. Good. And exhale, downward facing dog, bowing to the unknown. Inhale, right foot forward, lifting head, neck, and chest, opening the heart to the unknown. And exhale, left foot forward, bowing down to this moment as it unfolds. Inhale, arms forward, up and back, embracing the unknown. Yes. And exhale, palms to the heart. Inhale the arms forward, up and back, opening to the unknown unabashedly. And exhale, bow down, sensing your resilience. Inhale, left foot back, opening to the unknown. Exhale, right foot back, bowing down to this moment as it unfolds. Inhale, come forward and up into cobra or upward dog, opening the heart to the unknown. And exhale, bow down to the unknowable. Inhale, left foot forward, opening the heart to the unknown. And exhale, right foot forward, bowing down to the unknowable. Inhale, arms forward, up and back, or out to the sides, up and back, embracing the unknown, yes. And exhale, palms to the heart. Inhale, arms forward, up and back, opening to the unknown, yes. And exhale, bow down to your resilience and all of that. Inhale, right foot back, lift head, neck, and chest, open the heart. Exhale, left foot back, downward dog. Or plank. Inhale, come forward and up into cobra or upward dog, opening to the unknown. And exhale, bow down to your resilience as you greet it. Inhale, right foot forward, opening the heart to the unknown. And exhale, left foot forward, bowing the head down. Inhale the arms forward, up and back, or out to the sides, up and back. Yes, and exhale, palms to the heart. Inhale the arms forward, up and back, embracing the unknown. And exhale, bow down to this moment as it unfolds. Inhale, left foot back, opening the heart to the unknown. And exhale, right foot back, downward dog or plank pose. Inhale, come forward and up to cobra or upward dog, opening to the unknown. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, left foot forward, opening to the unknown. Yes, and exhale, right foot forward, bowing the head down humbly. Inhale, arms forward, up and back, or to the sides, up and back, embracing the unknown. Yes, and exhale, palms to the heart, and pause here. Closing the eyes, maybe resting the hands on the heart. And just take a moment to feel the warmth of the body, feel the pace of the breath. Feel the beating of your own heart, reminding you how alive you are, even in this moment. Even with all that's swirling around us, sensing how alive and vital you are right now. The strength within us, the versatility, the resilience. the ability even to tend and befriend, to come together to support each other on this path, a sign of our resilience. And just taking a moment to see your children's resilience, even though they are also showing us signals that this is hard. This is really hard for them. See their resilience too. They're making it. It's hard. They're showing us it's hard, but they're making it through this time. Exhale fully, honoring their resilience. Inhale, arms forward, up and back, opening to the unknown. And exhale, bow down. And then you can bend the right knee, swing the left hip up, bring the right hand down onto the floor, or you can bring the right elbow, or forearm, I should say, right forearm onto the right thigh, and extend the left arm out to the side and up. So right knee is bent, right forearm on the right thigh, or right hand to the floor, either way. Left leg moving towards straight. It doesn't need to be perfectly straight. Be a nice soft bend in the knee. And then opening the left arm up to the sky, and just take a few deep breaths there. Opening the arms wide to the unknown. Soft, gentle fingers. Gentle opening. Good. Rotating even the right palm up. Take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale fully, gently rotate down. And then bend the left knee, rotate the right hip up. Left hand can come onto the earth beneath the face, or you can bend the left elbow and bring the left forearm onto the left thigh. And then rotate through the spine, lifting the right arm up. A nice gentle opening through the chest and heart. You can rotate the left palm up, opening the right fingers, softly open, breathing yourself open. Good. Take a nice deep breath in, and slowly exhale, gently unwinding, coming back down. And you can slide the right foot back, lifting the head, neck, and chest, moving into lunge pose, and then see if you can lift the right knee up, lower the right heel down to the left, and then lift the arms up into warrior one pose. You can press the back heel down and press the knee back towards the wall, back behind you, that right knee. And then the left knee can bend over the ankle. We're going to spiral the thighs outward slightly. And then, now that we're in the pose, we're going to begin to explore. So we're just going to explore the negative space around us, exploring the arms. You can explore beneath the legs and between the legs. And just not having any preconceived idea of what's to come, just exploring. You might even explore with your legs and your feet. Just exploring the space around you, without having any preconceived ideas about what this might look like. As if the air were water, just kind of playing with the air around us. Letting your consciousness dance into the space around you with your arms and hands as the guide. That's it. Just playing with space. Good. And then bend the left knee, lifting the arms up. And just pause for a moment in warrior one, the known pose again. It's comforting to come back into the known as we venture out into the unknown. And just notice what that was like for you. To leave the known pose of warrior one and move into the unknown as you explored the space around you. Just take a moment to really acknowledge the courage that takes. Take a deep breath in. Then exhale, fully straighten the front leg, hedge forward from the hips, hands to the left thigh, and bow down, tuning in. Celebrating yourself and your courage. It's okay to celebrate ourselves. It's helpful for our dopamine receptors, our neurochemistry, to have little moments of appreciation and celebration. Good. So bend the left knee, slide the right foot back, lifting the head, neck, and chest. Take a nice deep breath in, opening to this moment and all of its unknowns as it unfolds. And exhale, left foot back, downward facing dog. Good, and feeling free to bend one knee and then the other knee, just sensing those sensations that are there in the calves. Coming back to this moment, so this moment is the known. These sensations here are known. So just knowing them, sensing them, feeling them. There's comfort in this moment of what's known in this moment. And then there's also the vast potentiality of what's to come, the unknowable, as this moment unfolds. So just bowing to the unknown of the unfolding moment. Good. And then from here we can come forward and up into cobra or upward dog, inhaling here. And exhaling, downward facing dog. And inhale, right foot forward and pause. And then you can lift the left knee, lower the left heel to the right slightly, and lift the torso up. And you can step the left foot forward a little bit to make this more gentle, or back to make this more demanding, bringing the right thigh towards parallel to the floor if you'd like, or somewhere in the middle, which is my preference. See what your preference is. And then we'll just set the pose up. You can press the left knee back towards the wall behind you. You can bend the right knee so it's over the right ankle. Rotating the thighs outward. Left hip pressing forward. And then lift the arms up. Taking a few breaths here in Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1, feeling the strength of heart that's required for us to greet the unknown without grasping onto something that feels more knowable, like the worst case scenario. So opening our arms, our heart, our hands symbolically to the unknown. We don't know how long this pandemic will last. We don't know how long this ash will cover our experience of the sun. We just don't know. Just feeling your capacity to greet the unknown and then begin to explore the space around you through your hands. And it might be just a little exploration, it might be just fingers or hands, very little movement in the upper body, or it might be more grand with more grand movements of your arms and even your legs. So see what feels right as you explore. Letting go of looking towards me. And more just feeling this inside yourself. Like you're moving through water. As if the air were a little more viscous. Just delighting and moving through the negative space. Not knowing how that movement will unfold. Just playing with space. That's it. Letting yourself play in the spaciousness. Feeling that sense of delight as you explore. Good. And then bending the right knee, lifting the arms up, coming back into Warrior One, Virabhadrasana One. Taking a moment to celebrate the resilience of the human spirit. Something that as a therapist brings me such joy and gratification every day is seeing the deep resilience of the human spirit again and again and again. So celebrate your own. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale, straighten the front leg, hands to the right thigh, and bow down. Tuning in, sensing the sensations that are there. And just integrating. Good. Bend the right knee, slide the left foot back, lifting the head, neck, and chest. Opening your heart to this moment, the known of this moment, as well as the mystery of this moment as it unfolds. And take a nice deep breath into the mystery. Yes, and exhale, left foot steps forward to meet the right, bowing the head down. Good. Inhale the arms up and back, embracing the mystery with grace and ease. And exhale, palms to the heart, close the eyes, and just tune in. Resting into the vast potential within you. Surrendering into the vast potentiality as the moment unfolds. Good. And sustaining that intimate connection with your inner life, that vast spaciousness within you. You can softly open the eyes and relax the arms. And you can lay the body down onto the back. And you can either have your knees bent or your legs straight, your choice. Either way, just practice actively relaxing, actively releasing, actively letting go of tension. Good. Then you can take a nice deep breath in, feel the belly rise. And exhale, feel the belly fall. Good. And you can bend the knees. And you can lift the right ankle onto the left thigh, opening the right knee out to the right. And hug the left thigh into the chest by wrapping the hands around the left thigh and drawing the knees towards the chest here. And feeling the stretch in the outer right hip. You can see what happens as you move both legs to the left a little bit. Good. Take a nice deep breath into the outer right hip. And slowly exhale, gently release. And unwind the legs. And then you can lift the left ankle onto the right thigh and wrap the hands around the right thigh, drawing the knees towards the chest. Breathing into the outer left hip. That's it. And just sending the awareness there, bathing that sensation and awareness. Take a nice deep breath in. Notice the transition into the out breath. And exhale, slowly lowering the feet down. And we'll invite the arms back behind us. Walk the feet wide apart. To windshield wiper the knees to the left. Roll the head to the right. Feel the stretch from the left knee, thigh, hip, rib cage on the right side. Take a nice deep breath in to the right side of the body, feeling that stretch there. Yes, and then exhale, lift the knees up. Good, and then lower both knees to the right, stretching the left hip and thigh. Left side of the body and rib cage, the intercostal muscles, the tiny little muscles in between the ribs, get a nice stretch here. Especially as you take some nice deep breaths into the left side of the body. Take a nice deep breath in, notice that transition into the out breath. And exhale, lifting both knees up. And then you can move with the breath. So inhale, knees to the left. Notice the transition into the out breath as you exhale, knees up to the sky. Notice the transition into the in breath as you lower both knees to the right. And continue paying particular attention to the liminal phase, the unknowable moment of transition. Transition between each luxurious breath. Just let the awareness rest there in that liminal phase, highlighting those moments of transition. Good. After the next full round, you can pause. Eventually coming back to center. And then you can lower the arms down and have the heels beneath the knees, feet about hip width apart and parallel. Press the feet down to lift the hips up. Engage Mula Bandha, root lock, drawing the muscles of the perineum up and in, drawing the pelvic floor up and in. And you can either press the palms face down or interlace the fingers, maybe walking the shoulders a little bit closer to each other. Good. Press the feet down to lift the hips and the heart up, opening our heart wide to the unknown, to the great mystery, knowing this too shall pass. This pandemic won't last forever, none ever has. We will move out of this time, we just don't know quite when. So just opening our heart to the unknown. Take a nice, rich, deep breath into the unknown. And exhale, bring the arms out to the sides, lift the hips up high, lift the heels up high, and roll the back down. So toes are down, heels are up, and that just gives us a little more space and room to roll the back down part by part. Good. Yes. And then you can hug the knees into the chest gently, and either rock or be still. You can even move into blissful baby pose by bringing the knees towards the armpits and hands to the soles of the feet. See what serves you most as you explore your body today. Again, not predicting that, not knowing, but kind of sensing, is this what it prefers or is this what it prefers? Just checking in, being curious. Our gentle, compassionate curiosity is a salve for these challenging times. So take a nice deep breath in And exhale fully, gently rocking over to the side, rolling over onto one side, and just pausing there for a moment's rest. And just lovingly beholding yourself in the moment. Just lovingly embracing this body that's been through so much in the past several months, especially as mothers. Just lovingly beholding yourself, acknowledging what the body has been through, what you've been through in this body, and highlighting your resilience. Take a nice deep breath in, thanking your system for helping you get through this time. And exhale, lift the torso up, bringing the legs out in front, transitioning into Paschimottanasana. So feel free to bend the knees a little bit, hands to the thighs. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, hinge forward from the hips. Nice and slowly, no rush. Nowhere to get to, nothing to prove to anyone. Just exploring. Where will the body rest today? What position will feel most nurturing in this stretch, in this moment, as it unfolds? So accepting where you are in the pose right now, today, just as you are, with the willingness to change and shift and grow. Because you will. Feeling free to just close the eyes and tune in to the vast potential within you, the great mystery of life inside of you. And just practice resting in the mystery, resting into the spaciousness, and being curious about what will unfold. Good. Exhale fully. Yes. Inhale, lift the torso up. Lifting the torso up and the arms up, and take a few deep breaths. And just reaching out to higher self, higher power to support you with what's to come. We can call for that. We can ask for that. You know, it is frightening to think about the worst case scenario. It is hard to not know what's to come or how we'll get through it. So we can ask for support. We can ask for support from our higher self, our great wise one within us. We can ask for support from higher power, whatever that is for you. So just take a few moments and ask for some support for you, guiding you and your family through this time, through the great unknowns that are to come. Take a nice deep breath in, fill yourself up with that support, and then lean back a little bit, bring the arms out to the sides, and shine that support on each other. Supporting each other with what's to come. And really inviting the other women in the circle to feel the support from their higher self and higher power. Yeah. And may their children feel the support and guidance from higher self and higher power. Yes. And feel how nourishing that feels to greet each other this way as we slowly roll the back down and hug the knees into the chest and receive each other's wishes and prayers for us and for our children, and just gently rock. Gently rock, nurturing ourselves with this gentle rocking movement. Good. And then we can shift into the flowing twist. To bring the arms out to the sides. Inhale, knees towards the chest, and exhale, knees to the right. Head rolls heavy on the floor towards the left. Good. Inhale, knees to the chest, head to center. And exhale, knees to the left, head to the right. And continue at your own slow breathing pace. Seeing if you can pay particular attention to the transitional moments between the in-breath as it blends into the out-breath. Between the out-breath as it blends into the in-breath. Just let the curiosity rest there in those liminal spaces. Good. After the next full round, you can pause. Eventually reclining on the back or feeling free to swing the legs up the wall or put the legs up on a chair for a deeply restful and restorative pose. You can also cover yourselves with a blanket or some warm clothing. Depending on where you are and how warm your house is, you might need that. And with the breath, inhale deeply, scrunch up the face, make fists with the hands, point the toes, lift arms and legs a little bit. Good, relaxing with the out-breath. Take a deep breath in, open the mouth, stick out the tongue, stretching the jaw, open the eyes, play fingers, stretch toes. Good. Close the eyes, close the mouth, and allow the entire body to be deeply, deeply relaxed. Yeah. And begin to visualize or sense or feel a beautiful light surrounding the body in all directions. Beautiful, warm, healing light. Yes, and bring the awareness to the light that rests near the soles of the feet. Yes, and invite this light into the feet, feeling the ankles relax. The calves and shins are softened and soothed. And this light moves up into the knees, creating warmth and space there. Invite this light up into the upper legs and feel both legs growing heavy and warm. This light shines into the hips, pouring into the pelvic area, pouring into the reproductive organs, harmonizing, balancing them, filling them with radiant, glowing health and vitality. This light shines into the digestive organs, cleansing and purifying them. This beautiful light shines into the chest, pouring into the heart. Visualizing the heart radiating the infinite glow of loving kindness in all directions, including towards the self. See if you can feel the loving light from your own dear heart shining itself on you. Included in all things that it's shining itself on. And then bringing the awareness to the light that rests in the hands, bathing them in warmth. And invite this light into the hands, feeling the fingers and wrists relax. The forearms, elbows, and upper arms grow heavy and warm. And this light shines into the shoulders. Feel the shoulders relaxing. Warm light moves into the neck, softening and soothing the neck muscles. And bring the awareness to the light that rests near the very base of the spine. And invite this light up the spine, vertebra by vertebra, part by part. And feel the entire back growing warm and relaxed and healed by this light. Yes, this light moves freely up the spine, moves up into the neck, into the throat. The tongue softens, the lips are warmed, the cheekbones and the jaw relax. The jaw is completely relaxed. Ears, nose, and eyes are all filled with the most beautiful light. And the eyelids grow heavy. The temples, the eyebrows, and the center of the forehead relax. The center of the forehead is completely relaxed, and the entire face becomes expressionless. The sides of the head, the back of the head, and the crown of the head are all filled with light. And the entire body, the entire being, is filled with and emanating the most beautiful, warm, healing light. Yes, just be a witness to this light that's in you and around you and with you always. Very gently invite the awareness back home to the breath. Take a deep, rich breath in and slowly exhale. And take another deep breath in, this time noticing the transition into the out breath. And then slowly exhaling that breath. Good. And beginning to invite awareness into the physical body, slowly re-inhabiting the physical self. Eventually rolling all the way over onto the side. Just curling up, curled up fetal position for a moment's rest. Lovingly beholding yourself and feeling any shifts of consciousness after the practice. And press the hands into the earth and lift the body up to seated. Closing the eyes, checking the posture. And bringing hands together in front of the heart or palms on the heart. And opening the heart to this moment, the knowable. And opening the heart to the great mystery of the unknown. Honoring your capacity to greet the unknown of the unfolding moment. We offer ourselves and each other and all beings a deep, humble bow and namaste. Namaste.